Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. With apologies to Melissa Villanueva, who is also doing a live stream. I don't know when she had this live stream planned. I don't know how long she plans to go on for, but deepest apologies to you, my lady. But I am here, and frankly, I wasn't sure whether I was going to make it or not. I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock. Thought, whoa. But not to worry. I am here now. I did realise that I had put the wrong oh God, what's it called? I'd put the wrong thumbnail up. Put the thumbnail from the last live stream I did. Anywho, here I am. What is up? What is going on, friends? Pat Lester, Dusan, Rich, what kind of coffee do you want? I would buy you anything. You are too kind, Dusan. But I don't actually drink coffee. That should be buy me a tea, because I drink tea. And water. Buy me a water. Yes. I would drink that. Got a very concerning message left on my phone when I woke up saying, ring me, please. And I was like, oh no. Is everything all right? It was just a friend concerned to tell me about an Australian perfume called LL that is for sale. She said it's a vintage perfume. So whoops. Stick. Oops. Excuse me, sorry. I've been talking to a man from Bass Notes today about... What have I been talking to him about? Sorry, I'm a little bit absent-minded. I'm currently texting this Frenchman. He wants deodorant sticks, which is weird. Jura Rose sent me voice messages. How was my day? I'm streaming. That's how my day is, son. Set off. Oh, that was me saying, oh, hold on. Where are we? I'm going to say hello to everybody. Dusan, Bob, Ramsey, Dev, Juro, Michael John, Black Monday, what a comment. Scent of the Day, Egoist OG, lovely. The bloody sandalwood instantly make me want to back this up. Testing the silver cap and taste the castoreum is so thick it's outrageous. It is thick, it is outrageous, and you could very well back it up. DJ is here. DJ provoked me into buying DJ provoked me into buying a portion of myrrh. I bought some raw myrrh today. It only cost a tenner. I was buzzing. I was like, whoa, it's going to cost a bit. But no, soon. Another round of price increases is what's going... Excuse me, sorry, that's appalling. Another round of price increases is what's going on, says Pradeep, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. There is another round of price increases. It's as if these companies don't have enough money already. They're shit houses. And Dior is a shit house now. Shiva Varina's wearing tabacdore. I do believe from my interactions with Ram that is a Rige. It's either an Rige or a Bortnikov, innit? It's one of them. But I'm going to say a Rige. Tomorrow I'm buying Les Indomitable Ambra Supreme. Well done, Dev. Good man. Dev says, well, I don't think it's an achievement to waste money on a fragrance bottle. I just like the scent. The bottle space has recently opened up. Ah, you finished your rude wood, did you? Hello from Reykjavik. Me and Shiva Varina are on the same plane. Well, not the aeroplane, but like the same plane of continental drift anyway. And watch out, this continent's been making moves recently. 20,000 people dead in that fucking Turkish earthquake. You know, that is absolutely awful. I certainly won't get any more bottles until another one runs out. And that makes lots of sense, honestly. Lots of sense, mate. That ship has sailed. Bortnikov, was it? I come this close. I just changed my mind just before I actually said it. 7 bottles, the whole collection. That's great. Good for you. Hello, Sue. Hello, Rich. Oh, hello, Enrique. It's extremely saddening for Turkey and Syria. Damn harp machine. That would take a lot of energy, that, you know. Take a lot of energy to move. A lot of energy is released during a hoojar. What's it called? An earthquake. Hello, Margie. Sorry. Oh. Hello, Margie Noargie. How you doing? Hello, Enrique. You are wearing Bellamy Vetiver. Today I wore my vintage Amen. Nice. I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. I just got a backup. I've promised discounted pre-reformulation. Also going up to €325. That is obscene. Yeah, Israel is on high alert for an earthquake at the minute. I didn't know you had earthquakes in Israel. Well, very fortunate in England, you know. Scotland as well. Very fortunate that we live in somewhere that doesn't have many, if any, earthquakes, really. Iceland's probably the closest place to us that has them. I would not like to be in an earthquake. Fuck that. Imagine. God. You'd just be absolutely ruined, wouldn't you? It's getting shaken like a shitting dog. Oh. Yes, Dushan, by water do you mean the hot springs and vodka, or the vodka and the hot springs, says Shiva. Well, we certainly didn't, but now that Turkey and Syria got hit, it wouldn't hurt to brace. Yeah, I'd be braced. The French person I was talking about, I've decided to buy a few fragrances that he owns. I'm getting Revlon Pour On. All right. I'm getting... Oh my God, I only spoke to him about a couple hours ago. How I forgot. And I'm getting Revlon Pour On. Stick Schlonghammer, welcome, sir. So I'm buying Revlon Pour On. Aha! Monsieur Grey, Trophy by Lancôme, and Phileas. Hey. Whenever I hear the name Phileas, I think of Phileas Fogg. You know, the bloke who went around the world in 80 days. Pradeep says, I still remember standing in my school ground for prayers during the Indonesian earthquake. That was scary as fuck. Which one? Which Indonesian earthquake? You mean the one on Boxing Day? I'm surprised if you were at school on Boxing Day, mate. Oh yes, the rivers here are serene and postcard beautiful. Yes, very nice, unspoiled part of the world is Reykjavik. Streamy. Does everybody wants to talk to us when I start a stream? You know what I mean? It's like girls who would never look at you, right? Girls who would never look at you, right? And then you get a girlfriend and they're all like, hi. And you're like, oh, sod off. You know what I mean? God. It's an absolute nightmare, like. Set them aside. What's on the list? Haha, says Nick. Evening all, says André. Maison Violette, une heure d'apogée. Ooh. My friend's grown some cress in a cup and apparently it burns. Absolutely amazed. What am I looking for here? I should have her on. Sorry, this is incredibly rude. This is frankly outrageous. Anything new, people? I've got a haul coming. I'm actually quite excited. This is what happens, you know. You get hauls in, right? And then what? Sorry, the chair's doing its own thing. You get hauls in, right? And sometimes you'll get like some samples, right? And after a while, right, say if it takes like a week to get to you. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Say it takes a week to get to you, right? By the last 2 or 3 days, right, you're looking forward to the bloody samples more than you're looking forward to your new bottles. 2004 tsunami, Indian earthquake. Yeah, that was on Boxing Day. You were at school on Boxing Day. The hell are you doing at school on Boxing Day? No, I suppose if you were in India. Were you in India? You weren't in France then, were you? Excuse me. So that's it, isn't it? All right. text you at 10 when I finish. She might pop up in the chat. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, there you are. I eat mush. That Rachel knows me in real life. She can confirm I am the same in real life as I am on stream. A weird duck. She just texted us saying she's listening. I know, I can see you right there. 2004 was the year of Timbuktu. Rich, do you like Van Cleef and Arpels Pour On? Don't believe I've seen you speak on it. Right, so I've got that. I'm thinking of selling it. But I'm also thinking I might keep it. I need to try it. It's in the spring and summer rotation. Because the spring and summer rotation needs things that are a little darker. You know, like for the beginning and like the spring, like the cold spring days. And it gets cold in spring here, believe that. And the cold summer days, because believe that as well. Dev is back after hydrating. Anyway, Andre says, evening all, send the day Maison Violette, un air d'apogée from a sample. I really like this one, and it will probably be my next full bottle purchase. Maison Violette, is that the one that Natalie Lawson did? She's like the in-house perfumer for those, isn't she? That was a bit of hype. I need to stop showing you steals and deals, says DJ. This is all DJ's fault. Givenchy gentleman. Good Lord, he does. Rachel is listening. Where are we? A girl wanted to really teach me French 5 years ago at business school. I was a naive bloke. Still waiting on samples from Anouge and Eugene. Israeli mail likes going through countless random points before arriving at my doorstep. Interference says hello. Got a mini Balenciaga Pour On today, says Nick. I love the dry down, but there's an animalic stage in the opening. I'm not keen on. There is an animalic stage in the opening. I'm surprised you're not keen on it. It's honey, that's what the animalic stage is. It's honey. And it's like this animalic honey kind of thing going on. Pradeep, yeah, you certainly fumbled the bag by. Ooh. I reached double Rachel. Says Nick. Dev, that's why I like artificial intelligence. It would make everything faster. It would make everything deader. Yes, Dev, I was like, you are very kind, but no thank you repeatedly. Yes, Nathalie Lawson. Earthy vetiver works well on those early cold spring days. Yes, 'cause it's got that smoky vibe, hasn't it? Greetings, Tripler. You are wearing Nobile for a warm spring day today. Gucci Nobile. I smelled Reflection Man after a long time today, gotta be honest. Shite. I wasn't huge on it. I wasn't huge on Reflection, Imitation. Is Reflection the blue one, the Blue Beast? I wasn't huge on it, like. I'm not. There's a couple of Amouages I think are really nice. Diamant's really nice. And Jubilation 25's immense. Pardon me. Right, if Reflection's the fresh one, which one's the blue one? Nobile's lovely stuff, but so pricey. Yeah, it's ridiculously priced out there. And an interlude. Howdy, Perfume Peep. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Howdy, Anoush. Howdy, Doody. And Bark. Interlude's the one that smells like you're getting choked out by a Saudi prince. Yikes. Like Jamal Khashoggi. He got choked out by a Saudi prince. That was harsh. In fact, that was terrible. Reflection is so soft and elegant, says Dushan. Dev says, DJ, didn't know they made Instagram model perfumes. Interlude is the one that smells like you're getting choked out with a Saudi prince. Harsh. Good evening. Welcome, everyone, says to Anoush. Interlude is the blue one. Ombre loop sample. Very nice, says Bob. You a big fan, are you? Big fan of that. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about tonight. I've sold some more perfume. I sold this. I wasn't sure whether to put this up. Oh, I'll tell you something else as well. Something crazy. All right. I sold a bottle of Michael for Men by Michael Kors, right? I put that up. It was gone within 5 minutes, right? Not only that, it had about 30 people view it within 5 minutes. And it had about 4 or 5 watchers. Some bloke messages and said, "Oh, would you take would you?" I put it up for 65 quid or 7. No, I put it up for 85 quid, and somebody messages and said, "Would you take 75?" And I was like, "Mate, honestly, the amount of interest, I've never known anything like it." I was like, to be honest, I'm thinking of putting the price up, and he was like, "Oh, is that right? Is it?" So he just bought it instantly. And he was like, "Look, you can cancel the order and put the price up if you want." I was like, "No, obviously I'm not going to do that. You fucking bought it. Fair play to you." But I wish I had. I wish I'd just put it up a little more. I didn't realize people were that keen on it. It must be one of those. Must be one of those ones that everybody's got scent memory of, Fire that I had. I sold this. I like this, actually. I really like this. I just never wear it. It needs to go back into the what's it called? The ecosystem, so people can enjoy it, because I just never wear it, although I do like it. I like the smell of it. But yes, that Michael for Men thing was a bit baffling, Anyway, so I sold that. Sold me Lancaster bottle of Zeno because I'm going to wear Beau de Jour more. I don't wear that, to be honest. And I sold a Thierry Mugler bottle of Amen. Amen. 'Twas but a tester. But there's a bit of a tale about that, which I'm going to tell you one day. Oh, but I had to. A couple of the bottles I've sold recently have been to people who live within 20 minutes of where I live. It's crazy. Dev says also been really liking Euro Truck Simulator 2. I get why Germans like playing work simulators now. Do you know what I played? I had Farming Simulator and it wound me up something shocking. I couldn't work it out. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I was raging. Probably says more about me than it does about the game, to be fair. What are people paying for top vintage prices? What are people paying for top vintage fragrances? At $3 a million, you can get practically anything that's $150 to $2 for a wear. Not crazy to wallet, mind. Not crazy to my wallet, man. I've not got on with 32 also. It's pricey even for Amouage, Dusan. Says probably I've made a rule to sample and live with stuff for at least 2 months now anyway. It's a very wise decision, says Juro. How many Amen OG do you have? Well, more than I thought. More than I thought. Heading on for double figures. So I was like, ooh. And I was literally going to pick up I was literally going to pick up a bottle of Taste of Fragrance today. This one, actually. I thought about buying one. There is somebody in Hungary, I shit you not, right? Let me see if I can find this out. Let me see if I can get this, because I don't know that I would have believed this if somebody had just turned up and said it, right? Hold on. Get this. Amen, Taste of Fragrance. Somebody in Hungary. There you go. Look at this. See that? Amen, Taste of Fragrance. They want $549 for it. All right. The state of it. And it's a tester. The hooligans. Absolutely outrageous behaviour, that. That is bananas. The hell are people thinking? Has anyone smelled Damin's insignia yet? Really curious about Christopher Chung's directorial comeback. I have not, no. I saw a pure tonka for 500 recently, says Ramsey. Jesus. That's insane. I want pure tonka for 100 or 150, lol, says Ramsey. Oof. Amen TM comes up for €50 very frequently in France. Those scalpers can fuck off. Oh, it's yeah, it's too much, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's silly, that. There'll be warehouses full of those things. There'll be warehouses full of them. Somewhere. I remember returning pure tonka back to TJ Maxx a while back because I didn't like it. That's before my nose has been trained. It was $40, says Interference. Yeesh. You could have bought that and just kept it and resold it, like. It's too much, isn't it? I mean, wow. Perfume market's crazy. Nick says, the only Mugler I like is cologne. I've got a lot of the amens, a few of which I'm going to let go of. There's Pure Havana. I don't like Pure Havana, to be honest. I am thinking of just waiting and just selling that on when the prices go silly. Unless somebody I know wants it. I've got a partial of Pure Havana. Pure Malt. Even Pure Malt, I'm a little bit... It gives a headache the last time I wore it, so... And I haven't worn it for a long time. Like, I'm wearing Amen today. I really like the original. You know? I like Taste of Fragrance, although I'm not as... The last time I wore it and I reviewed it, I was like, I don't know that I still love this as much as I used to. Which is something you've always got to watch out for when buying fragrances and backups. Personally, I can't see that happening with Balenciaga Pour On, but at least I'll be covered if it does because I'll be able to sell it. There are fragrances, though, that you'll barely be able to move on. I price my stuff to sell. Me and Ramsey were talking about this guy that we met. We didn't meet, but a friend put me onto this guy from Canada, and I was emailing him. And he had some really good stuff, and I was interested, you know. I was like, yeah, I'm game, I'll buy these. And then he sent us the prices. And his stuff was priced absolutely ridiculously, like very badly, you know. Let's pull some of the prices up. I don't know if I told you this stuff last time. Where are you, sir? I won't name and shame him, but where is he? This is the stuff he wanted, right? A vintage Egoist, a 75mm splash. A 75mm splash with 3 mils decanted, $500. All right. Vintage Bellamy, 200mm splash, $700. Vintage Kneza 10, 125mm, partially used, $325. This is the one that really got us, right? Listen to this. A vintage Mona de Oro Queer in the square bottles, right? In the square bottles, right? He wanted $1,600 for Queer, and he wanted $1,400 for the Oud. He wanted for Ambra Sultan, right? A vintage Ambra Sultan, not even the Palais Royal version, right? But an older bottle, one that I've got about 4 bottles of, right? He wanted $375 with about 10mm missing. For a half full bottle of Borneo 1834, he wanted $450. For a half full bottle of Quita Moresque, he wanted $475. For a half full bottle of fucking Filanagil, he wanted $750. And for a fucking half full bottle of Santal de Mysore, he wanted $1,000. All right. M7, the original M7, he wanted $600. I just said, mate, honestly, just no. You're absolutely fucking insane. Like, I didn't actually use those words, but I could have, and I would have felt fine about it. Off your tits, mate. Like, you're bang out of order. You're out of order, like, thinking that. Like, you must be, like, I don't know, you either think I'm, like, stupid, right? Or you think you're intelligent. There's no way your fragrance, I was, like, thinking, like, some of those fragrances aren't worth, like, 20% what you're asking. How can you possibly think you're going to get anywhere near that? I sent them screenshots. Of perfumes. Do you know what the best thing to do when you're checking vintage perfume prices? Don't check what they're going for. Don't check what people are. Don't check what people are charging for them. Check what people have paid for them in the past. You know, so check completed items. Check sold items. Don't check. Don't check what people are asking for them now. It's laughable. Like, I mean, it is laughable. I can see laughing emojis in the chat. I mean, it is laughable, because if he's being serious, it's criminal. I mean, it's not actually criminal, but it feels like it's fucking criminal. Hey, man. Oh, sorry. Hey, Ram. I remember returning Pure Tonka. Oh, sorry, I've read that as well. By the way, Ramsey, when are you going to do more morning or afternoon streams? I want to tune into your streams, but I'm almost like 4 hours into REM sleep when you start. I've got a half full Amen I've had since the 2000s. It's turned dark green. Yo, I don't know if you can see this, but this has turned like a light green. Don't worry about the colour. Fuck the colour. The colour's just a colour. Jean, the colour is just a colour, mate. I don't know if you can actually see that, but this is like a light pond water green. You know what I mean? It still smells fantastic. It still smells absolutely fantastic, so don't worry about the colour. Antonio Hobson. Antonio Hobson is wearing La Daleric skis. The only Mugler I have is Amen. Sounds like Handel's Messiah. The only one I have is Ultra Zest. I'm still not in love with the DNA, but I do like Ultra Zest. And yes, the cologne is great, says Interference. Pure Malt is a synthetic abomination. Any thoughts on Guerlain's Bois d'Harmonie, Rich? I haven't smelled it, mate. The only Mugler I love is Alien Woman, says Bob. Pure Leather is a good Mugler. Hello, Aaron. You got to know when to walk away. Yeah, that's something I learned. Like, there are times when, like, there are times where, like, literally just walking away is the best thing to do. And it's not easy because you want the stuff. You know what I mean? But, yikes. Do you know what I mean? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Rich, I know the person you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Yeah, fucking wants to fucking watch you, like. I mean, I don't know why I've said that. Like, I can't do anything to him, but I mean, what a bastard. I got that same 200ml Bellamy for 230 from Italy last year. I want that vintage queer, but for like $200, says Ramsey. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, his stuff was worth like 20-30% of what he was asking for it. Who the fuck? Who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm fucking stupid? Clearly you do. You must. Like, do you have financial difficulties? Do you have mental difficulties? Like, is everything all right at home? You know? God. Surge madness fuels this. There is the surge. It's total surge madness. Man wants to retire soon. I reckon he's lost all his money in some kind of fraud. Like, you know what I mean? Is his name Roger? No. He must be targeting the Beverly Hills Manhattan set. Guy's smoking crack. Did he ask for 75% discount code? In some of the cases, right, it still wouldn't have been worth it. Trap is when the first one's free, says Phil. If anything is free, you are the product. Sad thing is, people pay those prices for search thinking there's some kind of difference, says DJ. DJ's adamant there isn't a huge difference, like, if any. Then he tried to work with you if you bought more than one bottle. Yes, that's right. As if he's doing me a favour. Rich, if he sells any of it, he'd be the winner. Mate, if he sold any one of those, it would cover, like, the markup he's making on other stuff. What the hell is he thinking? Saturday doused in vintage Dior poison, says Aaron. Glorious, nice. Then he tried to work with you. Bet some dopey tit pays what he's asking for, or for a couple of those. Would you call it the surge? This joke was made last night, but I can't remember who by. It was me in Ramsey's chat, but there was someone who did it before me. Aaron V wins best smell, best prize, says Bob. Learned collecting other things, that there is always another one around the corner, says Triplet. Yes. Yeah. There's always a little bit more. You got to remember, I mean, like 5 years ago, these things were in mass circulation. You know? Dev says great minds think alike, Rich. Go on, then I'll let you have that. Great minds think alike. Oh dear, Barbara. I was sitting here planning hauls and shit like that when I'm supposed to be getting rid of stuff. And to be fair, I have. I've been getting rid of lots of stuff, so. Funny thing is, some blokes won't pay 100 for 100ml. Surge, yeah. Someone asked about the surgery formulations on Ramsey's stream last night. And, and I was thinking about them. Amber Sultan hasn't suffered that much. Santa Majuscule's lost a tiny bit. I would say 5%. You know what I mean? Vetiver Oriental's a different fragrance. And frankly, I think maybe the newer one might be a little bit more palatable. I'm shouting, aren't I? I can hear myself shouting. That bloke's got me fucking me blood up, like Bob was saying. This chair is bonkers. Yeah. I fucking. I couldn't show my face. I feel bad putting some of the stuff that I put up at the prices I've put it up at. And everybody's like, oh, these are really nice prices. Thanks very much for not like ripping people off and that. And I'm like, am I losing out on money here? You know what I mean? But it's like Ramsey said, it's like that stuff, like the stuff that guy's got's not priced to sell. You know? He doesn't want to sell it. Like, you either want to sell it or you don't. And if you do want to sell it, you've got to price it so that somebody will buy it. Like, there is absolutely no way. Not a bloke, dopey tits got your blood up, says Bob. He's laughing. Is the new Seriously Tones font targeting the Japanese manga market? Well, they've been taken over by Shiseido, so it's definitely targeting or coming from the Japanese like way, you know. Like it's definitely coming from their like sort of stylistic point of view. I was going to say font of view, which I suppose you could call it that. But Sergio Ton's always been geared in that direction. He worked for Shiseido for years. You know what I mean? He when he was at Shiseido, he brought out Féminité Dubois. He brought out Nombre Noir, two of the Frenchest things you'll smell. You know? Like, oh, excuse me. Look at that bottle. How French is that bottle? Sergio Ton designed that bottle himself. It's beautiful. Seriously, you've never held this bottle before. It's absolutely stunning. It's an amazing thing. It feels incredible. It just feels like it's meant to be held. You know? Ergonomic. Perfume's perfect. Perfect for the shade, for the colour. He's a master of shade. And I don't mean like throwing shade. Like his tactile, yes. He's he just absolutely nailed it, like. And it's, excuse me, it's the same thing with his own brand. That is a 50 ml, that tripler. I think they're all 50 mils. This is a 50 mils. Vaporizzator, Pure Mist. This is a 50 mil. The Serge Luton bottles, his own brand, they are just as good in a different way. I've seen this on Vinted. The chap has fragrances at over retail unsold for 2 years. It still keeps putting out more at the same price. Like, what's the point? He just hopes the market moves to catch up with him, like, you know what I mean? Balls to that. Oh. Amber Sultan. Absolutely love this stuff. You know, I don't wear it for ages and then I smell it again and it's like, It's not about the money, doesn't say Batman in that quote because Batman's not there. Hello, Pulp Ephemera, Mr. Shiseido Féminité. My Shiseido Féminité Dubois longer and thinner bottle. Is it a different concentration? It could be the eau de parfum. It could be the eau de toilette. It could be the pure perfume. Surgegasm. Ooh, Féminité Dubois. It's beautiful. Not gonna lie, I will open and roast someone for some of the prices people will pay for things for me. It's a minor difference. Yeah. There are minor differences in some things. It's true. In some reformulations, they are done rather well. In some, they are not. In some, they completely change the fragrance. You know, completely change it. I thought it was quite revealing as well on Eugene's stream that he did with Antoine Lee, that he asked Antoine, have you ever reformulated any of your own stuff? And he said no. Or have you ever been asked to reformulate any of your own stuff? And he said no, which adds a layer of evidence to, I can't think of a better way of putting it than layer of evidence, but it adds like a layer to the theory, my theory, that they use junior perfumers to reformulate things. You know? Oh, I wore Leather Oud yesterday. What a perfume. Stunk. It was heavy. I might have put a bit much on, like. Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. But, yes. Junior perfumers reformulating. That's why getting a house that's got an in-house perfume, getting perfumes from a house that's got an in-house perfumer, right? That's the way, you know? And that always adds a layer of quality. It adds a layer of security. That's not the word either. It adds a layer of comfort that you know they're going to take care of their own stuff, you know? They know their way around their own perfume. They are experienced perfumers and they have a vested interest in taking care of it, you know? Everyone knows the best dude on the market is Emporio Armani. Stronger with you. Ooh, sorry, I can't even type this with a straight face, says Dev. You like it though, don't you? Young man. You young rascal, you. Coming in here with your Emporio Armani talk. Ugh. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about Paco Rabanne Pour Homme recently. Thinking about backing it up, thinking about buying more bottles of it. I've got a bottle on the way from Italy, which unfortunately I've paid VAT on. I hope they don't try and sting us for more VAT. Oh, Pour Homme is the only Armani I love, says Nick. Time for some new material, young man, says Anoush. You're coming in here with recycled patter. I just checked my Femme Dubois is also an EDP. How do I send you a pic of this bottle? It's a stunner. I don't know, Tripler. You could send it to my email address, for which I will provide you right now. I'm always happy to hear from the people in the stream, from the people in the chat. Let me know when you've got that email address, man, so I can take it down. I don't want weirdos coming at us. I'm getting some ambergris from Grand Cru, if that's better material. Yes, I've got one of them Grand Cru boxes. They're all right. It's never worth 180 fucking euros. God help us. How did that happen? You know what I mean? Like the one with all the, I mean, I love Les and Demodobler. Don't get me wrong. But that little set thing is just crazy. Crazy prices. Too much. Pradeep says, don't buy the Les and Demodobler Grand Cru. It's not worth it. Yes, honestly, yeah, right. I'm not actually buying the ingredients, I just mean the perfume bottle has the ingredients Grand Cru's in it. Yeah. I remember when Amber Sultan came out. Amber Sultan came out. I don't remember when Amber Sultan came out. I was like fucking 9 years old or something silly like that, or 7 or something. I remember when Ambra Supreme came out and they sent me a decant. It was like a 7 ml sample thing. And also they sent me a little couple of mil vial thing of the ambergris tincture. And I've got it in the drawer. If you would care to take a look at my carpet for a minute, I will get it out. Sorry, I've got this cough like, and it just won't go away, you know? Ooh. Oh, pants. Right. One moment, friends. Enjoy my carpet down there. So Ramsey got a free bottle of he got a bottle of, oh dear, that's not very good. Ramsey got a fucking bottle of excess off of news the other day. I was like, ooh, nice. I've got a vintage bottle of excess as well, but I got mine off the French man who lives in Japan. And it's got a little Japanese sticker on it. Tremendous. I've just received an email, so I'm going to assume, hello Tripler, that is a bottle. What's it say on the back? The box. Yours is a different one than mine. Why have I got my bottle of excess in my hand? Sorry friends, I do realise this is an even more boring shot than the one I use usually. Ooh. Up you come. Right, here it is. It's the ambergris tincture. L'Atelier Française de Matière. I rate this carpet 8 out of 7. What's the projection like? Here is my ambergris tincture. Doesn't look much, does it? No. Caucasian man who lives in Japan, man after my own heart, says Dev. He is. He is a Caucasian man that lives in Japan. I've seen those bottles before, Tripler. I always thought they were a different concentration, though, I must be honest. I love looking at your carpet, Richard. Thanks for offering. Cheers, Tripler. I have this ambergris tincture. Alright, now let's have a waft. Can I put it neat on my skin? I'm hoping so, because I'm about to. Jesus. Oh, it smells like bad breath. It's got that kind of... The carpet is uplifting. Reminds me of many patterns my mother owns. Yes. It's jovial, isn't it? Well, I say it's jovial. It's trippy. You know? It's trippy. It's got, there's a bit of brown, a little bit of black, a bit of white, a little bit of yellow, golden yellow kind of hue. You know what I mean? It's a rascal. Do you pronounce the S or is it silent? Still don't know what you're talking about. In carpet. Carpet doesn't have an S. Where did I put? Hang on a minute. There it is. Ambra Supreme. Ambra Gris. Ambra Gris. The French dropped the S, so lol, ambergris, alright. I just say ambergris. Ambergris. I'm not French. I don't know. I imagine I've done much worse things to the French language than that. Sorry. I do not have a clue. But there they are. They sent me this tincture, all right, with a 7ml of this, and a few people got them. Quite a few people got them. I think if you'd bought bottles off them within the last however much length of time that there had been, then you got a free dab of ambergris. Sorry, you got a free dab of ambergris and a little 7ml. I'm hoping they're going to do that with the next perfume, which is coming out this year. Hello, Stephen Tampton. How are you? That match was tepid, was it not? Really poor. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? See, I stand by my thoughts that Ambra Supreme's the best blue fragrance ever made. I'd love them to put it in. I'd love them to do 100 mils. You know what I mean? Howdy, Ashley. Real ambergris, vile nice. Vile nice. Oh, very nice. It's got this kind of off, bad breath, halitosis kind of thing going on. Honestly, it would be very funny if the next release would be on April 1st and it was called Baccarat Rouge 540 Incidents. I see Bert Bacharach died the other day. Welcome, Mike V. Copal Azure, mon favorite bleu, says Tripler. Copal Azure. I've got Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I think they're selling it. Like, I never wear it. You know what I mean? Just move that shit on. Halitosis, eh? Says Bob. Halitosis, yay. Oh. Cement fish tank. I'd say Amber Supreme and Ambergris 2 from Original Dory are fantastic, but the best is Silence the Sea from Strangelove, in my opinion. Rachel, do they do a sample set, and do they sell outside of the States? Do you know this? Do you have any idea about this? People have been asking me about Strangelove. They must be trending. They must be quite... how do I put it? Fashionable at the minute. You know? They do both. Ooh. Strangelove's prices are outrageous, are they? I'll see if I can find any Strangelove in Europe. A sample set is 112 and they do ship outside, says Dev. Good Lord. Has anybody heard of the House of Almah? A-L-M-A-H. I heard Juan from Huélame Mucho say that Mr. Cheops is the best vetiver he's ever smelled, or one of the best vetivers. He said one of the two. It was either the best vetiver he's ever smelled or one of the best vetivers he's ever smelled. And I was shocked. That man owns a lot of perfume and he's got decent taste. Very decent. He knows what he's talking about, Juan. So it made me want to try them. I went and looked at their fucking the sample set on their website. And at first I thought they don't ship outside of Europe, but they don't ship to the UK. And then I found that they do ship to the UK, but their sample set is €80. And I was like, oh, that's painful. And I thought, sod it. I'll do it. And I found that they do the Perfume Society. Who are they, Andrej? Anyway, back to this Alma thing. I found that they do ship to the UK, but they charge €40 for shipping. €40 for shipping. €120 it was going to cost me to try those Armour perfumes. Oh, fucking hell, that's a lot of money, that. That's a lot of money for some samples. You know how I always say that you shouldn't get your perfume for free? I say you shouldn't get your perfume for free. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't want perfume for free, right? Samples, I feel a bit different about samples. Like, I think brands should send out more samples for free, frankly. But shipping, on the other hand, is a completely different thing. I want free shipping for everyone. Fuck that. Shipping is insane. I fucking hate shipping. Fuck's sake. I understand the need that it has to be paid for. I get it. I just don't want to pay for it. You know? And if you can get free shipping, right, do that shit. Do that hard. You know? You're not likely to see any DHL fucking adverts on this channel anytime soon, friends, I can tell you. Dear Lord. Shipping's just... It's just... Yeah, even if they set a minimum for shipping, it's great. Yes! I have just bought some perfumes from Essenza Nobile. Bought 2 full bottles, and I got a load of samples. I made the samples up because they've got a limit that if you reach this limit, you get free shipping. So I put out like feelers, and Peter Kokorin got back to us. He was like, "Yeah, I'll take a few," and then I was like, "Right, that's perfect." So I ended up buying a couple of bottles. DJ, where you keep getting it? It's always $60 or above for any of the expensive brands, like a utility, says Rachel here, a painful utility. It's just obscene, like, isn't it? Evening, Joe. So everyone's perfect collection size. I've decided mine's 60 larger bottles and 40 minis, excluding any backups, says Nick. I'd like to get mine down to 300, but I'm starting to see the madness of that. I've sold like 40 perfumes on eBay plus 25 others, and I'm still like in the high 300s. You know what I mean? Chauvoir 30, says Pradeep. And if you want it fast, it won't. They're a perfume magazine and they sell sample boxes, both mixed and manufacturer's ones. Can I just like Google them? The Perfume Society. Let's have a look. The Perfume Society Discovery Box. Electimus. No. We're much more than just a website. Alright. Sign up for the scented letter. No. Your fucking hands off my information, you weirdos. Who's this? Get 15% off. Yeah, alright. I'm all game for that. Oh no, you want my information, do you? By the brand of cocaine doesn't half look like cocaine when you see it for the first time, doesn't it? Screw that. Eccentric molecules. Chemistry and art. Or not. You've done well, pal, says Nick. Thank you, Matt. I have been trying. Do you know what it is? It becomes not just easier, but it becomes like enjoyable once you start shifting stuff. What gets your blood up more, shipping rates or car repair? Car repair is usually more acute, so like you feel it sharper and harder when it hits, you know. But as a general background hum, you know, as like a level, shipping rates. But car repairs are fucking... I banged my car the other day. Not a car accident or anything. But I think I've broken something because there's a hell of a knock. There's a hell of a knock on my car at the minute, and I'm upset. I can't be dealing with that. You know what I mean? Screw that. Happens every time. Happens every time you try and save some money up. You know what I mean? Shop. I will shop. Discovery boxes. Brand boxes. Let's have a look at some brand boxes. Thank you for this, by the way. Aromatom. Banana Republic. We have Banana Republic. Fuck off. Clive Christian. 150 quid. Piss off. To be fair to Koshin, it's 5 samples for 20 quid in a box. I'm not opposed to that. Contradictions in ilk. Centric molecules, you know what you can do. Floral Street. Floris. What? Malin and Gertz. Where's the one I'm looking for? Ah! MyNG. Memoize. Memoize. Prosody sounds like it was illegal 50 years ago, but during the sexual liberation it was made. It was decriminalized. Prosody. Ruth Mastenbrook. Sana Jardin. Sarah Baker. Strange Love. 60 quid. Well, there's only 2 in that picture. Read more. Take a raw ingredient pioneer, one of the world's most famous supermodels, and perfume provocateur. What do you get? Strange Love. Well, there is 3 of them. I can try the entire niche collection. So what's that, 5? What's in the box? What's in the box? Dead of Night. Fall into Stars, Lost in Flowers, Melt My Heart, Silence the Sea. Is that worth 60 quid? Are there any more by this brand? Oh! Each full-size fragrance is priced 105 for a 15ml. Don't get some of the best I've smelled in years. The whole collection is 5. Right, so that's the whole thing. Go on then. Go on then. Give us that. VIP club login. How do I just buy it? Add to basket. That'll do. Alright, where's my basket? Where is my basket? Where's my basket? Can't find my basket. Scent appreciation, home, shop, candles. Ooh. How do you do a candle, do you? I'm a fan of a candle. Does anybody know? Does anybody know where the basket is for these people? They've got Paris Monte Carlo, to be fair. Have you got to sign up to the website? I'm fuming. Richard has all natural oud. Do not care. Let's have a look. Private shipping is actively ruining the cheap government option in the USA through lobbying, cheating, etc. Drain. I can drain the bloody... What do they say? Drain the swamp. She called you the fragrance man. Hello. Hello, Mrs. Tampton. How was the baby? This is the fragrance man talking. Chanel number 5 is the only thing I wear to bed, Marilyn, right? Yes. You can only have 2. You can have only... What? You can have only have 2. Cheap, fast, safe. Rich is not having a good day, that's right. My work is sponsoring and aromatherapy wellness workshop. I'm tempted to go drenched in chorus. Good man. Hey Rich, I bought that sample set from Alma back in 2020. If I can find it, I can try sending to you. You are too kind, Kelly. Thank you very much. I actually think it's bad now. Just wait. Watch how the year unfolds. You've done well, pal. Never expect you to cull so many. Thank you. Late stage capitalism. Gets your blood at more shipping rates or car repair? Yikes. I'm not looking forward to it. And every time I think about my car, I get upset. Businesses really don't want to make money anymore, do they? Clive Christian as a name is a meme brand. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. Privatize the gain and socialize the losses. That's the plan by huge corporations. Just screws over small business and most people. Yep. Some of the best I've smelled in years. Is it EDP or oils? It's EDP. I do hope they're generous with their premium ingredients. Golly gee, my wife was annoyed. Maybe try adding something else to the basket and then delete it. Caboose jack me off. What MFK is that? Oud Satin Mood Extra. Sorry, there's a thing in the way. Bill Clinton fragrance, that. Yeah. I'm not having a good day. It's right. I'm having a fucking nightmare, like. I'm just, oh God, I'm stuffed as well. I feel like I've eaten far too much, but I haven't. You know? I haven't. Been getting more and more oud oils recently, says DJ. That's right, he texted us tonight. Said, look, excuse me whilst you stare at the carpet for a moment. Enjoy my psychedelic carpet. There's my YSL pour on. Regoach pour on, I should say. Why is everything falling over? Alright, I'm back. Come back, friends. There we are. DJ, is Thai oud as soft and fluffy as oud lovers say, or is it still firmly in the excrement realm? Almost no oud is in the excrement realm, you know. Very rare. Mitch eating stacks of black pudding. I really haven't. Oh wow, we got the extra version. I did. I got it very cheap as well. I bought it from a friend. Richard, just checked on my laptop and no problems with basket for me. I'm not a member either. When I added basket, it said view basket and I clicked on that. Ooh, what's that paper? What paper? Oh, it's a letter. I had a very mediocre pizza earlier and then realised it cost me $6.50. Carpet thieving bastards nowadays, says Nick. That's some sexy carpet, mate, says. Ah. I did see your note, Kelly, if you're still watching. You are very kind. I appreciate it greatly. Crumpets with the same. Apparently they're not. No. Like Jaguar or something. No, it's not. It's like trippy. It's trippy. It's trippy brown, green, brown, gold, black, and white spotted carpet. Oh, 70s leopard. Seen a lot of perfume burns, that carpet. Seen a hell of a lot of things, this carpet, trust us. Dear God. The 9 out of 10 brands that actually use real oud use the cheapest shit around alongside the synthetic oud, says DJ. I'm going to go back to this website and see if I can't. Where would I find? Checkout. Here is my checkout. Strangelove. Billing details. Do I need to put my phone number in? That's a jip. No, I don't want to create an account. Leave me alone. Why can't I use eBay? Not eBay, what they're called? PayPal. Manage your payment methods. My payment methods are hiding. I can't remember where I've put them. Where have I put my cards? Oh, this is ridiculous. Give over. Oh. You know what it is? My legs are really stiff and they have been all week. I feel like my medication hasn't worked. I ate too much beef last night. Oh no, there they are. They are in my pocket. God. How unedifying. Alright. 5042. What's the CVC? Your car is confirmed by now. Order received. Well, looks like I'm getting some strange love. I'm not trying to say I haven't had strange love before. Too much beef, says Germs. Absolutely. I've had too much beef. I had beef yesterday. I had some beef teriyaki yesterday with no rice. Which kind of felt like a mistake. And then... Oh, good night, Dev. Hello, Bri. Manly Sense, good evening to you. The night is a fermented Hindi oud plus synthetic, and they ask crazy ass prices. The night price increase the night price increased this week. Sweet. The oud sauce has a great story. Strange love, says Rachel. Pizza prices are bonkers. Too much beef. Right. No black lights in the duck den. Oh. Rich. Oh my goodness me. I should really talk about fragrances, shouldn't I? Instead of talking about buying fragrances. Hopefully you like those strange love offerings. I know you're not much into deep oud, but there are some in that list that are on the other end of the spectrum. It's not that I'm not into deep oud, it's just that like a lot of oud is crap. So many crap oud fragrances out there. You know? What am I buying? I'm buying the Strange Love sample set. You know, I'm going to start another first impression series this week. Hello, Klein Zog. Welcome to you. How are you doing? Ooh, says DJ. I bought that set last night, says Bri. Which of the Marludes did you keep again? The night. What happened to your why not to buy video for a different time? It is actually that video has that video. I was talking to Smurfy Girlie actually about it. That video, I need to write down some thoughts about it. I need to put some bullet points and just sit behind the camera and just talk, really. You know? I'm worried it's going to get deep. So I'm worried as well because I'm going to be giving out mixed signals. Because for me, it's an ongoing thing. You know? It's not something that's over. And now that it's over, here's what I learned. It's something that is ongoing. It's happening now. This is what I've learned so far. This is what I feel so far. But it's not hard and fast, you know. I like to leave myself room to maneuver. This is something I do in like me everyday life. I always like to leave like open-ended things, because nothing really ends ever. It only ends in like your mind. I know when people say that part of me is over, it's never over. Jean says, I'm curious about Strangelove. Look forward to your opinions. Price knocks it down heavily, in my opinion. It's going to have to be sensational to be buying 15 mils, like. You're talking the best part of $1,000 for 100 mils. You know what I mean? Do you have Tom Ford Noir? No. I really enjoyed Falling into Stars. Yeah, the prices are ridiculous, Susan Interference. It is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? 15 mil for 105. They did have a 20% off sale this weekend, so I tried a few. Well, I'm going to try them, so we'll see. 100 mil is $900 US. Says Bright, yeah. DJ says, is it weird I despise all aspects of Tom Ford and Creed? Creed more so. Less so, sorry, because he's a shit. But Tom Ford I don't hate. I mean, I hate what they've become. I mean, they haven't released anything. But I mean, you've got to remember, some of the first fragrances Tom Ford released was like Tuscan Leather and Tobacco Vanille. You know? God. Spaced Out says, I hate Tom Ford on a personal level. Good Lord. Creed Granddads are a funny bunch. I'm planning to stop buying cheaper stuff and focus on the early 20th century vintages in a few months, says Nick. That'll cost you. Tobacco Vanille is a candle scent. I don't like Tobacco Vanille. I've never had it. Like, I've never owned it. I don't want to. I've got that Tobacco Rouge, which I like. Tom Ford's a great brand. I think they have stuff for us and stuff for the masses, says Bry. People love candle scents for some reason on their body. Tom Ford was a game changer back then. Yeah. In the mid-2000s, he could do no wrong. It was like a 10-year period where everything he touched turned to gold. You know? Tobacco Vanille smells like fluids of a decaying diabetic corpse about to be cremated. Good Lord. That's how I feel about Diptyque frags, says Rachel. It could be my own mental associations. Rich, you want to tell the chat about how Christopher Sheldrake is better than Jean-Claude Elena? Absolutely. He's twice the perfumer. You know what I mean? Christopher Sheldrake is far superior. Bry's been on the wind-up recently. Rich, do you like Rose and Queer? I think it's my favourite Frederick Malle right now. No, I don't, actually. I don't actually like Rose and Queer. I think the leather in it's rubbish. Very standard. Very. I don't think Jean-Claude Lena's style lends itself to heavier fragrances. You know, so when he does a leather, right, he uses one chemical, right, and then his thing is to bolt two different notes together. All right, think of Vetiver Tonka. Think of Declaration. Think of Rose and Queer. Right? He just bolts them together and says perfume. All right, and that does not translate well when you use a heavier element. All right, Rose and Queer is not a good perfume in my opinion. Jean-Claude Lena likes simple stuff. Rich, do you have thoughts about Une Rose? Not off the top of my head. Rachel says, agree, Sheldrake is far superior. Frederick Marlon Rose, thank you, Brian. I'm always asking everyone. Tom Ford is going hard for those New York financial district peeps. He reminds me a bit of American Psycho. Tom Ford target bases new money types, yeah. I do get that full of shit and that turns me off a bit. Ram, I am back, had to run 3 miles. The Scented Devil had a good video on the target basis, says DJ, of these houses. Surprised that Antoine loved Grey Flannel so much. Had to give it a go. He loves Eau Sauvage as well. Like the original Eau Sauvage. He fucking loves it. Eugene told us, said it was his favourite fragrance, or what he thought was one of the best fragrances ever made. Isn't it funny how that works? Everybody's got their own taste. J'adore, I agree with what Lee said, says DJ. Latazano Surge, chat. Surge. Lately, I just want to wear bright light fragrances, say spaced out, tired of all the heavy and sweet stuff. I understand that. I'm coming to the end of my autumn and winter rotation, and I am looking forward to wearing my spring and summer collection. You know? I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think that's coming. Beautiful day in Texas, mid to high 60s and a bright blue day. Search for sure. Speaking with perfume, it is much harder to make a complex, engaging light scent than it is to make a heavier one, says Deja. Actually, I went to a kid's birthday party and ate 3 pieces of cake. I've never understood why Grey Flannel is so polarising. Some people just don't like it, like. Very strange. People are weird. Like, apparently the other one that just says cologne is a completely different dry down than the current stuff. Client says, I was wearing a lot of freshies in the cold this winter. See, I split my fragrances in half. Or I split my rotation into two different times of the year, you know. What's Elena's heaviest fragrance? Ooh. What was something like Bellamy Vetiver, or the Bellamy that he did, did he reissue Bellamy? Was that him? I don't know. Could be Ambra Nargile. Just waiting for Louis Vuitton Imagination Decant to arrive, says Spaced Out. People on Parfum are going crazy over it. Ramsey is wearing Chypre Extraordinaire. The first under Van Cleef and Arpels, says DJ. It could be first. I'm wearing Baby Cat because I had to try it, says Rachel. What do you think of it? What do you make of it? Is it shite? I thought it was pretty basic. Better than a lot of stuff that's been released recently, but I thought it was pretty rubbish, personally. Ooh. It's very synthetic, but much like the synthetic vanilla cake. Kind of shite addictive. Hot take, a Regent Bonikoff are pretty shit, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm not wild on them. I'm not wild on anything I've smelled from them. Oud Monarch's quite nice. Oud Monarch's quite nice. No one puts Olivia in the corner, says Bob. So it's peppery sweet. Yeah, it is peppery sweet. Bryce says, in my eyes, both of them are completely talentless and should go back to school. Says DJ, no synthetic vanilla, just what the world needs more of, says Nick. What's happening, Duck? So good to hear your voice, my brother. Nice to see you, Saab replay. Both, not brother. There's a steaming hot take, bro. You just dropped bollocks. First is a fragrance, says Pradeep. Yes, it is. First is a fragrance. I think I preferred Russian Adam and Dmitry Bortnikov when they were oud distillers. Oh. First is meant to be amazing. Really want a mini. Elixir de Merveille is quite thick, says Brody. Have you smelled First, Rich? I haven't. No, I haven't either. Excuse me. The shit who distillers to Mitch. They've got a cult following, though. That's all you need. Reminds me of Christmas time when I was a kid. Yeah, DJ, it's like they've got way ahead of themselves and need to get a weekend course from Ropion. They make a fortune, I imagine. Wealthy men. First is very different to the Now Elena Works, says DJ. Excuse me, I'm going to take some tablets. See the pyramids across the Nile. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh, smells like an Indian dessert to me, says product. Gulab. Imagine what Ropion would make with those ingredients. I don't know. Scientology has a cult following too. Doesn't make it good, Mitch, says DJ. Imagine what Ropion would do. Do you know, I think that it would take them a long time. Excuse me. It would take them a long time to learn how to use those types of oils, you know. I used to think that they would just be able to pick them up and use them straight away. I'm not sure that they would. I'm looking forward to the next Les Indomitable. It's meant to be a hazelnut or a chestnut perfume, isn't it? I wonder if they've used like natural hazelnut or chestnut. Can you tincture these things? Can you get oil from them? Can you distill them? Or will it be synthetics? Pradeep says it's like comparing Asian food with French food. No, I agree. Some things can't be tinctured. No, I know. So kind of like zoologist chipmunk. I've got some harvest mouse coming. Not a bottle, but a sample. And that's meant to be like a nutty sort of thing. A make need to use hexane or CO2. I wonder if the Listerine Guerlain bottles would go up in price now that they have those ugly new bottles. Yeah, I've thought that as well. They probably will, you know. But you've got to remember, they were mass produced. They were everywhere for a long time. The idea of crushed nuts is hard to get excited about. Ugh. I just think that if there's people who are allergic to nuts, will they not have to be careful? You know what I mean? You could just be like, you could just brush past somebody and they could just like, you could just brush past somebody and then be fucked. I'm allergic to nuts and I eat peanuts and walnuts every single day. Rachel says, when does spring weather start for you, Duck? So I change my rotation on the 1st of March to spring and summer. And I change my rotation to autumn and winter on the 1st of September. This is completely arbitrary. I just do it because I know these two dates. And the meteorological spring summer starts on the 21st of March. So Klein says peanuts are not actually nuts, which is nuts to think about. Hey, that was terrible. I should really apologise. New Guerlain bottles ugly, sloppy business decision. Well, I imagine it just makes it nice and cheap because all they have to do is change the labels now between the Ideal line and the like the Heritage line. Literally Heritage, Vetiver, Habit Rouge. Down Dow smells of peanuts to me, says Tretler. I haven't worn Tam Dow this year. I love nuts but can't find a realistic nut fragrance. I have the same problem with roses. Roasted and salted almonds is one of my favourite smells. Would love a fragrance that smelled like them, says Nick. Uniforming the line, save on glass. Yep. Most nuts produce oil, says Shiva. So I'm sure they can be tinctured. Bit of a tonker is very nutty. Yeah, I get a big nut in that. Like your ma. Not your ma spaced out, you know what I mean. The generic your ma. They keep rotating bottles periodically. My first vetiver in the late 70s was in Listerine bottles, says Juro. Way before the frosted glass tinctured. So I've got a bottle from a Noosh, and it's in this, like, what can only be described as like a Baby Bell type bottle. Marie Jeanne Iris Polida has a big hazelnut accord. Too much, says Pradu. I love nuts, but can't find a realistic nut fragrance. This is nuts. Oh my giddy aunt. I'm so parched. I see, Jiro, but those bottles just say ideal to me. Pick one bottle to fight a robber off, Mitch. One bottle to fight off a robber. Probably the full choke bottle. The one that looks like a cock and balls. The full choke bottle. Dunhill Icon will take any thieving bastard out. Parfum de Marley, yeah, they're lids. You could throw the lid at them, which would fucking hurt them. And then you could just clunk them over the head with the rest of it. Like, although I did send somebody a bottle of Herod, sold a bottle of Herod to somebody, right? And the bottle broke. Excuse me. Bottle broke on the way down. And I was convinced they were made of like metal. I didn't think they were made of glass, and then he showed us it, and I was like, what the fuck? How did that happen? Maybe the Penhaligons with the horns? Yoji Hom Baton Strike? I've got a bottle of Yoji Hom. Mass Milano 100ml is like a 3-inch glass bottom. Big bottom has it. A large bottom. It's what we like to see. Scent of the day, Montana Parfum Dome. You've been wearing that a lot recently, haven't you, Manly? I've seen you talking about that in various chats. Oh, interesting. Space does say, Rich, what are your purchase plans for this year? Any specific bottles? No, actually. I don't have any specific bottles. If anything outrageous comes up, I'll buy it, you know. It's likely to be bargains. It's likely to be discontinued stuff. I wouldn't mind a bottle of Eau Noir cologne. thought I'd found one today, but the guy doesn't want to let go of it. He's got a full bottle of Onoir cologne, and I was like, how much? And he was like, no, it's my favourite perfume. I was like, oh. Still waiting for that Iris Silver Mist top to pop up. I'll buy Vintage Surge if they ever appear at not crazy prices. But I'm intent on selling. I'm intent on selling more than I am buying, to be honest with you. You know. There's some stuff I wouldn't mind. Spaced Out says I'm switching to decants because it's cheaper and I can travel with them. Also, decants don't take up as much space in my closet. I've said this before, I feel like I'm a bottle collector as much as I am a perfume collector. You know? I don't like decants. Like, I would decant some stuff, you know? I would decant some stuff myself. Say, you know those 450ml Surge? Not those 450ml Surge, those 450ml Dior Privé. Decant those. But they're like from, I've actually got the bottles of those. So, oh, sod off. Gallop Gomez has a rope that'll be used for defence, says Brody. I wish Surge fanbase weren't so happy to spend their pensions. I think we all wish that. I love minis, just gives me so much variety. Yes, I got a lower couple of samples as 1 to 2 sprays max guy. Bottles offer true collectors who appreciate the art and history fully, says Spaced Out. Have you completed any line or brand? Yes, but I can't remember what it was. I nearly completed the AMN line. I'm not really that bothered about completing lines. I remember I used to talk to Eugene about this on stream. Welcome, Eugene. Eugene did a review in the dark today. That was strange. I was like, oh, my phone's fucked? No. But it wasn't. Have I completed any lines? No. I'm sure I have. I just can't remember which one it is. The one I'm closest to that I can see right in front of us is the Amen line. I've got a lot of Amens. You know? I've got a lot of Surge, but there's a lot more Surge there, you know? Right, I've got nearly 20 different Surge Lutons. I was fuming yesterday. Anybody see Ramsey's stream yesterday? He was like, oh, I got this vintage bottle of Jeu de Peau for free off someone. I was like, hang on a minute, I just paid 100 quid for that. You know what I mean? And he was like, got this bottle of Feeling Ideal. Got this bottle of Borneo 1834. I was like, that's like the best part of 1,000. Well, I mean, according to this guy who was trying to sell me these fragrances, they were like the best part of $2,000 of fragrances. I wasn't actually fuming. I was just like, I was getting a surge of jealousy, as they say. Show off all your surges. Pure Havana shit, it is shit. It's not great, I think. It gives you a headache. Like, it's Pure Malt's been doing that to us recently as well. I like taste of fragrance. I like the original. Queer Coffee Wood. Ultra Zest's nice, but I'd probably just sell it like. Naxos, best niche of all time. Yes, we all remember that. That painful fucking. Fucking fragrant again. But yeah, a lot of those amens are just too much. Pure Tonka's nice. Pure Tonka's nicer than Fev de la Suisse. Smelled Borneo and the Graziella and felt disappointed, says Eugene. Sometimes I feel I'm in the chat's angry old man and hates everything, says DJ. Has anyone tried Montana Black? They still make it. Is it any good, says Manly Sons. Spaced Out says, I think the Marley Privé of the best looking bottles look great as a decoration. There's one of them, the Malachite one, that is absolutely sensational. It's a beautiful colour. The green one, there's a blue one as well, but the green one, and it reminds us of the Balenciaga Pour Homme green, like that marbly green colour. It's beautiful. Is it the Malachite one? Did you try Santal de Mysore? Hello, Prof. Melvin. You got to have an entrance quiz for free grant. I got to fill out all the bros. Filter out all the bros, says Brody. I would love it if the owners of free grant, I guess, sold it to someone who fucking isn't such a fucking whatever it is that the owners of Free Grant are. Green malachite is gorgeous. Ralph Rucci did such a gorgeous malachite green dress once. Art. The plastic caps. Yeah, it's always a terrible thing when you've got a great bottle and a plastic cap. What was it the other day that had an amazing fucking bottle and then the lid was literally like it was like the Comme des Garçons lid. It was like the lid off this Comme des Garçons was literally like a round bit of metal or plastic or something. Coromandel is better than Borneo. They're the same fragrance. They're the same fragrance with little twists. Borneo came out literally a year before Christopher Sheldrake joined Chanel. I smelled Santal de Mysore, deep vintage. How did you like it? Scent of the day just now, Jack. Oh boy. Karl Lagerfeld, have you spilled one, have you? Oh dear, sorry, Anush. I sold my bottle of Jack, though. I think the words you're looking for are greedy cunts. His manly sense. Eugene, have you not got a vintage Borneo? I keep hassling Eugene to give us his Serge Luton collection. I keep dropping like little. You know, you want to get rid of it, don't you? You know what I mean? Like, remember the old cartoons where there would be like a devil and an angel whispering in someone's ear? It's like Eugene's got like a duck, an evil duck whispering in his ear. Quack! Rich? No, I actually sprayed it. Oh, God! Well done! Borneo is the same plasticky leather they use in Cuir Maresque. It does now. I've smelled, like, older Borneo. I think older Borneos... I mean, I bought a Graziella of Borneo, but I mean, I got them for like 140 quid. They retail for twice that. You know what I mean? I think those Graziella bottles are really nice. The lids are shite. But I think the Graziella bottles are really nice, actually. I just wish that they'd stuck with the original fucking bottles. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They were fucking stunning. Serge Lutens' aesthetic, like the man himself, like not the brand. Like the aesthetic is his aesthetic, his ability to apply the idea that's in his head to the real world is immense. Is the better people like I didn't realize this. I watched this channel called Underskin or Understitch. She's got 2 channels, and she does like the history of brands, right? She does like Chanel, she's done Dior, she's done like these different brands and stuff. And I was talking to her about Serge Lutens, and I was like, why don't you do a video on Serge Lutens? She was like, well, I've included him in some of the Dior stuff because he worked there as a makeup artist, and she called him the best makeup artist ever. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize he was that highly thought of. And she was like, oh yeah, like it's clear, like it's well known, he was the best makeup artist ever. Excuse me. Serge is a genius exactly because of that, says Spaced Out. Yeah, you're right, yeah. It is literally his ability to take what's in his head and put it out into the real world. Because he has these mad ideas. If you listen to him talk, you're thinking the man's coming out with loads of fucking mad shit. But if you actually read it and listen to it and internalize it and think about it, he sees beyond. The man is a genius. I've absolutely no doubt in my mind. He's crazy, no doubt. But like he's crazy like all the geniuses. We think he's crazy. I think he's crazy because it looks like magic. Sorry, I muted my microphone for a minute there. Bonaire was hard to come by even when it was available in those old 50ml bottles. Do you know, I remember years ago, I'm talking 5-6 years ago, Crystal was doing a live. And I said to him, I was like, is Bonaire 1834 worth the price? And he was like, yes. I said, is it worth tracking down a bottle of Bonaire 1834? And he said, yes, as long as you don't play some of the inflated prices. And that was years ago. Since then, it's only quadrupled in price, you know. Dino says it's because they think out of the box. Yeah, they're just better. Like, I don't want to say they're better people. That's not what I'm saying. Wasn't one of his scents about incest? That wouldn't surprise us. He's got one, the Vierge de Fer. The Vierge de Fer, Fer, as in F-E-R, that's about an Iron Maiden. Like a genuine torture device. I remember the salesman being like, he's crackers, he's batshit, but he's a genius. Do you know, we've got the most people we've had in here all night, and I'm about to go. Have any of you seen the pics of Serge Lutens, Riyadh, and Marrakesh? His visual aesthetics really are top notch. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but that doesn't surprise us. Doesn't surprise me at all. He was a fil de joie story. I used to have the original Borneo in 50ml years ago, but I can't remember where I got it from. I remember when I got all those bottles of Vetiver Oriental. Galen was seething, it was brilliant. What else? I got all those bottles of, and I paid 50 quid each for them, man, from Premier Avenue. I paid 50 quid each for them from Premier Avenue. I should really wear it, I should really wear it. Thing is with the Surge is that even though all the Surges, right, this is in how high esteem I keep my Serge Lutens, right? Even though most of these scents are autumn and winter fragrances by any other standard that I would usually hold them to, right? I keep them available all year round. They live in one place. They live up here. That's where they live. They're up on high up here. I don't know if you can see them properly. And they go all the way to the back of this bureau. If you can see, that's how deep it is. They go all the way to the back. I've got like 20, right? Different fragrances by Serge Lutens. I did a Serge Lutens family portrait, right? And within a week, it was out of date. Is that bottle of Mas Milano going to be all right? Yeah, they're all on tilt, mate. Trust us, when you see them lined up, they're all right. Don't worry about them. Been thinking of trying a vending machine business, but need to look into it more. Is that a joke? Like just hanging out on the edge? No, it's fine. Don't worry. It's okay. I need to catch more of your live streams. Been so busy lately. I hope you're all right, Dino. I used to have the original. Let's all lick the stream, cousin fucker. The new fragrance for men, says Nick. Let's all lick the stream, France, says Interference. Thank you, Interference. Is that bottle of Mas Milano Surge Corner? Been thinking of trying to get into vending machines. That's just hanging out the edge. We trust you. Oh, friends. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes now. I'm tired. Frankly, I've been tired for a while. I can remember the days all those old ones were going for about 50 quid each at House of Fraser. Yeah. Yes. Devastating. Devastating. Isn't it mad? Sickening that you can't predict the future. It's awful. They're hard to find in the UK now, Serge Lutens in general. All Beauty's the best place to find them. You know what I mean? Like, they're hard to find at retail. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you if you've liked the stream. Thank you if you've watched and commented. Thank you if you've donated. Thank you in general. I will see you all again soon. Tomorrow, in fact, with a fragrance rotation. Good night, friends.